Thank you for invitation. Thank you again, Mark. Thank you, Ursula, Minister, and all the participants. And thanks to Netherlands for hosting us. Thank you so much. So, dear friends, thank you all of your attention to Ukraine and to our joint defense capabilities. The key word here is, I think, is joint. We all understand that the source of this war and the long-term threat to the European way of life is Russia. But in reality, we are not just facing Russia alone. We are facing a network of state and non-state actors that are serving the cause of aggression. This network includes Russia, North Korea, the current regime in Iran, Chinese companies, and many schemes across the world that help produce weapons and carry out operations against our country, our people, and our Europe. Only together can we counter this. And the best way to do it is to hit the core of this aggression hard and to break every link that connects Russia with its accomplices. That's why our priorities are clear: our joint defense production and real restrictions on cooperation with Russia through sanctions and other restrictive measures. Thank you to everyone who's helping us with this. Now, the key points for today about defense production. First, investment and technology. Our defense production potential has surpassed $35 billion. This includes nearly 1,000 types of products, from artillery and traditional armored vehicles to advanced drones of, by the way, of all types and missiles. But around 40% of this potential lacks proper funding. Is true. That's a problem. For example, we can produce over 8 million drones of different types each year, but the financing allows for far fewer. At the same time, Russia is using not only its oil revenues for defense, but also the resources of regimes like North Korea and Iran, and Russia's corrupt connections in other countries. So our united solidarity is the best answer to Russia's war network. And we are open to various forms of cooperation in the defense sector, including sharing our expertise and achievements with those who help the most. And we must lead in the drone race, both in strike drones and interceptors, and keep moving forward in producing traditional weapons, taking into account all the lessons learned in this long war. Please increase your investments in Ukraine in joint weapons production. And all the weapons we produce become part of a new, stronger European defense and security system. In this context, we welcome the European initiative, Security Action for Europe, which includes plans to provide up to 150 billion euro to develop the defense industry. And we call for this program to also be actively used as an extra source of support for our shared security. And it's important to keep in mind that Ukraine is an equal partner to this program, meaning that ensuring security is our common cause. Second, long-term resilience of our countries. There are no signs that Putin wants to stop this war. Russia rejects all peace proposals, including those from the United States of America. Putin only thinks about war. That's a fact. Maybe he connects his own political survival with his ability to keep killing. So long as he kills, he lives. And our intelligence confirmed this. Russia is even planning new military operations on NATO territory, meaning your countries, and this war is now on in Ukraine, and it's to get prepared, well, to be ready. No doubt we must stop Putin now and in Ukraine, but we have to understand that his objectives reach beyond Ukraine. European countries need to increase defense spending. We believe that 5% of GDP is the right level. A united Europe can create a defense capability that will destroy Russia's illusion that war with Europe could bring it anything. To kill that illusion faster, we must take away Russia's ability to continue this war against Ukraine with impunity. It's better to hold Russia back where it's already stuck. And I thank every country, and I thank every leader who has already decided to commit part of their national defense spending to supporting Ukraine. If every European country commits at least 0.25% of its GDP for this, and we are thankful to those countries who commit more, like Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, and such big commitment like from Germany. It's something quite reasonable. The chances for peace in Europe will grow. Third, please make sure your countries and your companies are not helping Russia or its bodies in any way. This is crucial, really. And there is no significant Russian weapon today that is produced without components, without equipment or materials from other countries, sadly, including some from Europe and NATO. Yes, of course. And this must stop. Such components can be found in every Russian missile, in most of their drones, and in military vehicles. And it's not just China. Also, Taiwan, and some of these parts come from the European countries and from the United States, and every single component or machine tool delivered to Russia's defense sector helps prolong the war and is a crime against peace. Every scheme that helps them build Shahid drones or any other tools of killing is not just aiding a war against us, it's a threat to you and to the way of life that millions in our countries value deeply. Please, let's make sure that our defense potential and the potential of our partners works for our peace, not for Russia's madness. Thank you. Slava Ukraini. Thank you so much.